So the UK government has this huge job creation plan, but the headlines, they're telling a totally different story. Okay, let's dive in and see what the data actually says.
And this is the big disconnect we're looking at, a bold plan versus a pretty tough reality. So, looking at the strategy, a policy audit confirms they do have a coherent, long-term plan.
The headline goal, we're talking over 650,000 new jobs by 2030.
And the engine driving this whole thing is a new multi-billion-pound public investment fund.
Specifically, it's a $7.3 billion commitment for Britain's industrial heartlands.
Okay, so what's really interesting here is where all that money is actually going. Now, the fund isn't meant to pay for everything. It's really designed to attract private investors. And here's the kicker, for every £1 of public money, it has to attract £3 of private money. So, that's the plan. But what's happening in the job market right now? It's a different story. Well, the latest data shows unemployment has actually risen, hitting its highest point in years. And this number shows the short-term trend payrolled employees actually fell between 2024 and 2025. So why the big gap between the plan and the reality? Turns out it's all about execution.
First up, there's a huge green skills gap. We just don't have enough skilled workers.
Yeah, it's like building a high-tech factory but forgetting to train anyone to actually run it. The second problem, a key piece of legislation designed to protect workers, it's been delayed. And as you can see, this means key protections won't kick in for at least another year. Now, you might have heard this claim about 300,000 lost jobs. But what does that number actually mean? Because, context here is everything. This isn't a net job loss. It's the number of people leaving the workforce annually for long-term sickness. So, the final verdict? A big disconnect between the government's ambitious plan and its actual actions. The thing is, the plan itself is pretty solid, but the rollout, it's been slow and disconnected. To get back on track, the audit recommends urgent action on skills, legislation, and transparency. Which leaves us with the big question, can the government close this gap between vision and reality?